Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the divine science of palmistry. So guys, when it comes down to knowing about someone's career prospects, career direction, so how can palmistry proves to be very helpful in that regard? That is something which you will try to understand in this video. So guys, definitely I cannot go as precise as we can go in the Vedic astrology calculation or even the numerology calculation, specifically when we are talking about a basic idea, just a one cursory look at someone's palm and how much can you know about the career prospect of that person. So I will not go much in detail, but for the beginners, how palmistry could prove to be very helpful for you to understand your career prospects, we can definitely get to learn a lot from this video. So guys, I have divided this video on 3 parameters. First thing is that we will try to look at your ultimate direction of your career. Second point is going to be on your aptitude, certain talents, how to see in the palm, which all are the areas where you have to give attention, and last is going to be definitely the direction of your career, your talents, and last is going to be the recognition aspect. So guys, to start with, there is one line which plays very important role in giving information of someone's career is the fate line, or which is also known by other names as well, fate line, destiny line, or the Saturn line. So lately guys, I was at my workplace, I was just talking to this guy, a very young lad with very big dreams. Like he actually is from India, and one province where you will find where business and commercial activities are given more emphasis. And generally what happens is that whenever you are talking to the youngsters, they are like all the time, you know, with adrenaline rush, high testosterone, too many big dreams and plans. But while he was talking to me, I was just paying attention to his hand, that if I can get some sneak peek into his hand, some specific line that he's just going to be blowing his own trumpet, or he has some specific alignment which could actually support him or give him success. What I saw was a very distinctively marked fate line, or also known as the destiny line, so which gave me this insight that whatever he's saying, he also hold the potential as well, or life will give him right set of opportunities as well. So now guys, for all those people who do not know about the fate line, so that's very simple. This is a kind of line which goes towards your middle finger, the finger of the planet Saturn. Now there is a lot of debate over there that in which direction the fate line should be coming in. Can a person is going to have just the one fate line, or we can have multiple fate lines? So guys, the answer is that important is that whatsoever line is going to be distinctively marked and it is going and pointing towards the middle finger will be categorized as the fate line. So in your palm you could have 1, 2, or even 3 fate line as well. Now its direction and the quality of the line plays a very important role. So like if you will find this fate line, the line which is going towards your middle finger, or just the area beneath the middle finger, if you will find this line to be coming close to the thumb area or the mount of Venus on your palm, that tells about that in your success, your homeland, your family might play a very significant role. If you will find this line to be originating coming all the way from the middle of the palm, from the wrist, then it tells about that you might be a self-made person in this life. And let's say for example, if we will find this line to be originating from the percussion side, from the mount of moon, that tells about that your fortune might awaken far away from the birthplace. Or this could also happen that after marriage your career will start rising. And in many cases, in all those profiles where you need to have maximum or major following, this could be a supporting sign for that. Now guys, over here I want to make this thing very clear. The difference between a very finely marked fate line and a palm which does not have a fate line. Like the way in the science of palmistry there is a saying that the absence of line is not a problem, but if you have a line and it is not very well marked, that is the major area of concern. So all those people in whose case you will find the absence of this line, that in itself means that you have that free will to design or give any shape to your career. But all those people who have got a very strong fate line or destiny line in their palm, somehow the major undertakings of their professional life is somehow divine ordained or is predestined. And the responsibility is something, responsibility connected to their profession will never leave them alone. But again guys, for recognition, for strong influence in the society, a strongly marked fate line without any islands, without any cuts, deeply edged, properly marked fate line reaching all the way towards the mount of Saturn is a very first indication that yes, this native hold this potential to do something substantial in his life. After that guys, the other indication you have to give is about the headline. Now headline becomes very important because this is the line which tells about your comprehension, which tells about your aptitude, which tells about your interest to an extent as well. So guys, the thumb of the rule is that if you will find this line to be straight, that in itself tells about that you might be very good with numbers, you might be very good in finance, you might be very straightforward as well, and you are a kind of person who goes more by the facts, logics, numbers. But let's say for example, if you will find this headline to be curving down to the mount of moon, and if it is in an immaculate state, that in itself tells about that somehow you will also give way to the imagination, intuition, and you might be very creative as well. After that guys, the thing is that if you will find a fork kind of combination on the headline at the end, that is known as the writer's fork, that will tell about that you might have strong writing skills, strong literary or academic interest as well. And after that guys, any of the branch which goes from the headline, that also tells about your interest, or that also tells about that because of your intellectual capacity you might get rewarded, or you might have interest in this specific field as well. So let's say for example, if you will find any of the branch from the headline going towards the index finger or the mount of Jupiter, that tells about that first of all you will be very optimistic, very hopeful for your talents, for your interest, and you will keep on growing and you will consistently keep on improving your life conditions. Second thing is that it also tells about a strong interest in philosophy, on theology as well. If you will find that you have any of the branch going towards the middle finger, that is a good interest, a good indication that you might have interest in research, in occult, in historical things and all, in the history and all. After that, if you will find any of the small branch from the headline going towards the Apollo finger, that is a very good indication that in itself tells about that you might have some unique gift and talents, and for that you will get the recognition as well. And lastly guys, if you will find any of the branch from the headline going towards the little finger, pinky finger, which is connected with the Mercury, so that also tells about that you have got very strong business acumen as well. You know how to sell anything, how to network, how to negotiate, all these qualities like interest in and proficiency in multiple languages, interest in mathematics generally comes very easy. People who have this kind of branch going towards the mount of Mercury or towards the pinky finger. Now guys, after that, so what we have understood so far is that we have understood the fate line or the Saturn line, or also known as the destiny line. It's a role in giving up or shaping up someone's career. Guys, the good part about this line is that, see, timing the lines is not that difficult. All what you have to do is that you have to follow Kiro's 7 principle. Over there you can definitely age or mark the line. The beauty of this line is that we, to an extent, if you cannot go precise with the timelines and the prediction as you could go with the astrology, but the good part specific to this line is that if there will be any break, if there will be any affliction or any reinforcement on this line, during that age, native will definitely experience some change or some sort of growth or parallel source of income during those times. So all what you have to do is that if you have that line in your palm, you have to mark it as per the, or you have to time it as per the Kiro's 7 principle. So yes guys, after knowing about your direction of your career from the fate line, after knowing about your intellectual capacity, which is the headline, now look at the combinations of the rewards, accolades and recognition. So guys, the line which can give you this hint is, if you will find a very well marked Apollo line or the sun line, which is a line which you will find on the mount of sun or Apollo just beneath your ring finger. So that in itself tells about that yes, you have the capacity or you have that strong magnetism to attract too much attention towards you and some sort of unique talents, some sort of perfection in any specific field. After that guys, if you will find prominent signs or symbols in the science of palmistry, symbol plays a very important role. So let's say for example, in the mount of Jupiter, if you will find a symbol of the star, it is considered as very good. The same star symbol if you will find on the mount of the sun, just beneath your ring finger, on that puffed area, if you will find a symbol of the star, that is also considered as very good. And after that guys, triangles in the science of palmistry are considered as the symbol of intellectual talents and prowess. So if you will find these triangles on the mount of Venus, just beneath your thumb, on the mount of Mercury, on the mount of Sun, mount of Saturn or even mount of Jupiter, that is a good indication. So yes guys, this is one of the approach or way via which just figuring out or looking at the state of these three lines, your fate line, your headline and your sun line, can definitely give you insight about a broader view of someone's career direction. And yes guys, like the way in our Vedic astrology chart, ascendant and the ascendant lord plays a very important role. No matter how much good yogas you have in your chart, but if your ascendant lord is weak, it means the whole foundation of your life is very shaky, is very weak. So same way, in the science of palmistry, the lifeline plays a very important role. So all of that which we have just discussed can only come to the fullest of its capabilities and results only if lifeline is immaculate. Now guys, for all the beginners, let me clarify it. Lifeline does not mean your age and longevity. Lifeline tells more about the quality of life, the concerns of your health. So if you will find this line to be well marked, without any intervention, without any break, without any islands, without any cross, that means native's life force is very strong, and all other aspects which we have just discussed combined with this lifeline, native will definitely attain success. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say on this very quick snapshot video on the science of palmistry. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology and Vedic palmistry, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.